So I'm a big believer in, at the end of the year, once you've done all the workouts and once you're in shape, your mental state of mind is everything. That's why the night before sectionals, we always go and watch Without Limits. It's a great movie. It's a movie about Steve Prefontaine. Anybody knows anything about him knows that he ran with pure guts. He didn't care about pace or time or anything or how he ran. He wanted to win the race. And I think a lot of times you see when you have kids that are in shape, so their ability to do things has risen. When you see kids that kind of see the light and they get kind of motivated when you watch these inspirational movies, the following day, I mean, they can do some awesome things. This is why I also have two stories that I always like to tell. A lot of times, like the week of conference, or I've done it before the night before the sectional meet, where I'll tell them about the Adams State when they perfect scored the national meet, or I'll tell them about the kid that ran for Stevens Point that won nationals in the 800 when he wasn't even supposed to make it there, And I believe that going into sectionals, everybody was pretty well on the same page and believing in themselves and believing that we can do this. One thing I take pride in is making sure at the end of the year, my kids are ready to perform, and at the end of the year, everybody's on the same page. All year, I'm always preaching like brotherhood and sisterhood, because that's how I coach. It's always, how's the team gonna do? And I've noticed, that when you start racing for each other compared to just yourself, that's when you get the most out of everybody. So, going into the sectional meet, with these kids potentially advancing on to the state meet, I think that gave everybody, our 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runners, a little bit of a boost, because we knew there was something that they were racing for. The warming up together, just everything being together on the bus at the team camp, checking in together, everything you do, being positive, being on the same page helps, keeping everything normal. I felt very confident going into sectionals that we were ready. We had done the workouts, everything was done. And then it was just, a matter of performing that day.
Use this opportunity, okay? See what you can do. And just like John said, if you leave everything out on the course, it doesn't matter how you do it. You can live with yourself when you get done because you know you left everything, okay?
Brianna was our third runner all year. The first time she was our #1 runner was at Platteville. That's our second to last regular season meet of the year. And then she was our #1 runner again at Riverdale last meet, but not by a whole lot. And then she goes in the conference and she gets 5th, which is an awesome race. Awesome race on her. And we're thinking, let's just make top 10 type of deal. So it was after that race that she ran with Betsy Schreier from Cashton, who was a state qualifier the year before. And I talked to Brianna and I said, hey, the way you're coming on here, state might be an option, even though it's still so far away.
Good, Brianna, good. Run with her. Run with that Westy girl. Hey, right around Kayla Greger. Somewhere's around Kayla Greger.
Right away, she puts herself, right around that 9th individual, which is still, a great race for Brianna, but not gonna make it state, but she's there. And the race keeps going on and going on. She's cutting it closer. But I mean, we're still talking. I mean, she's got to catch 2 or 3 girls, and it's quite a gap. So we're coming up now, 300 meters left in the race. Second to last hill on the course, slight incline. She's got to catch 2 girls. She's about 30 meters back. And I'm there, and I'm just nailing her. Get up that hill, use your arms. This is the weight room. Get up it. And when you get to the top, give everything you got going down it. Put your body at stake, see what you can do. And she did a lot of gaining right there.
Left, let's go! If Luther doesn't make it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Brianna! Come on, Gianna! Hey, you are gaining! I'm so proud of you. Get up and you've got to use that hill. Run it, Brianna!
Then she hits him flat for a long ways, and I think at that point was when she like finally believed. Like the whole time you tell her that you can do this, and they say, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. But it's that moment, it's like the light bulb goes on, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can make it to state. It's right in front of me. I mean, I'm doing it. And she just kept reeling and kept reeling and kept reeling. And right before the finish, about 100 meters before the finish, there's a very steep hill, short steep hill, and that's where she caught up to who was our conference champion. I mean, that gives you an example. She got 5th at conference. That was our conference champion that she caught, and then she outkicked her. And our conference champion has a very good kick. So, I mean, that shows you that your body can do more than what you think it can, you know, when you're put at the limit. So, you know, for her to make it, it's just unbelievable. I mean, it's a story that I can use in my coming years about. I can talk about Brianna, how she was our 3rd all year, and then she made state. You know, it's things like that.
I would come out 45 minutes maybe before you race, and what I want you to do is I want you to grab your spikes, and you're all gonna go to the start line, and they're gonna check us in. They wanna check us in early. So you don't have to put your spikes on, but you can show them your spikes, show them your jersey, and then we'll warm up. Okay, yeah. So like 15, 20 minutes before the race, we'll warm up. We'll just go from there. Okay, lane 4. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, we'll talk more later, I guess, but that should do it.
Okay.
On the guys' side, you know, Logan had been a 2-time state qualifier before this. Noah made it the year before that. So the guys coming in, you know, we knew what we wanted to do. We knew we could, but it's just always so hard to get 2 guys through because there's only 5 individual spots. Noah ran a heck of a race. He took 3rd overall. He beat our conference champion there. So, you know, he grabbed the 2nd individual spot. And Logan grabbed the 5th. Again, he's done it every year, but, you know, he put himself in position. So Logan was always in the top 5, but the difference from Brianna was Brianna was gaining and gaining and gaining there at the end, where Logan was with the guy he needed to beat and actually was pulling away from him on that 2nd to last hill. And like on the very last hill, he was already in front. He had done what he needed to do. He just needed to hold on.
Adrenaline kicked in right away. Hey, we love that because you never know. You never know. We love that. Get some warm-ups on, buddy.
Literally about shoes were gonna drop when he told me I got 6.
Just relax. You're fine.
Yeah, I made the mistake.
You are the master of giving me heart attacks. You just love that fifth spot, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Congratulations. All right.
This was my 5th year coaching, and I would say it probably was the most exciting sectional meet I've ever been a part of. You know, we had some kids coming in that I knew could make it to state. On the guys' side, they've made it before. Nothing's guaranteed. You know how that goes. But for both of those guys to make it, and for Brianna to make it to the state meet, and especially in the fashion that they did, because Logan and Brianna both grabbed the 5th spot within a second of not making it. You know, just made for such a great day, and so great for these kids that put in all the work and for it to finally pay off, because all year you're telling them, put in the work, it will pay off. You know, you're doing all the workouts and everything, you know, eating right, getting your sleep, and doing all the little things, and this whole time they're listening to you and you're telling them it's going to pay off, and then if it doesn't, it's a little bit hard to keep teaching that. But then when they finally see it, that's when you can almost sit back and relax and you're like, yeah, we're doing things right here.